The Magna Carta of 1215, a historic document that shaped law and government. Presentation Overview. Background of the Magna Carta. This section will delve into the political and social context that led to the creation of the Magna Carta, exploring the historical events that inspired it. Key provisions of the Magna Carta. This section will examine the key provisions of the Magna Carta and how they laid the foundation for many of the legal rights we enjoy today. Impact of the Magna Carta. This section will discuss the impact of the Magna Carta on legal and political thought and its legacy today. The background of the Magna Carta. Feudal system. The feudal system was a social and economic system that underpinned society in medieval England. It was characterized by a hierarchical structure that placed the king at the top and granted land and privileges to his barons and vassals. Political pressures. King John's reign was marked by political instability and conflict with his barons, who resented his attempts to increase his power and raise taxes. This tension ultimately led to the creation of the Magna Carta. Economic pressures. In addition to political pressures, there were also economic pressures that contributed to the creation of the Magna Carta. The king's arbitrary taxation and seizure of property had a negative impact on the country's economy and contributed to the barons' discontent. Feudal system. The king's authority. Under the feudal system, the king held ultimate authority and was responsible for maintaining law and order in the kingdom. The role of barons. Barons were powerful landowners who held significant political and economic power in the feudal system. They provided the king with military support in exchange for their titles and land. Tensions and the Magna Carta. The feudal system created tensions between the king and the barons, which led to the creation of the Magna Carta. This historic document established the principle that everyone, including the king, was subject to the law. King John, tyrannical rule. King John was known for his tyrannical rule and his attempts to centralize power in the monarchy. This led to conflict with his barons and eventually to the creation of the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta was a document signed by King John in 1215 that established the principle that everyone, including the king, was subject to the law. It also granted certain rights to the nobility and limited the power of the monarchy. Barons. The barons played a significant role in the creation of the Magna Carta and were united in their opposition to King John's rule. Key provisions of the Magna Carta. Trial by jury. The Magna Carta established the right to a trial by a jury of one's peers, which is an essential feature of modern legal systems and a key protection of individual rights. Habeas corpus. The Magna Carta established the right to habeas corpus, which requires that a person under arrest be brought before a court or judge. This right is a fundamental protection against arbitrary detention and a key feature of modern legal systems. Taxation. The Magna Carta established limitations on the power of the monarch to impose taxes. This provision laid the foundation for modern limitations on government power and serves as a key protection of individual rights and freedoms. Trial by jury. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta established the right to a trial by one's peers, which is a cornerstone of modern legal systems. The document was created in 1215 and was an attempt to limit the power of the monarchy and establish basic human rights. Habeas corpus. Historical origins. The principle of habeas corpus has its roots in English common law and the Magna Carta of 1215, which established that a person cannot be imprisoned without legal justification. Ongoing importance today. Habeas corpus is a fundamental principle of modern democratic societies, and its ongoing importance is demonstrated by its continued use in legal cases around the world. Taxation. The Magna Carta established that the king could not levy taxes without the consent of his barons, limiting the power of the monarchy and leading to the development of representative government. The impact of the Magna Carta. Influence on other documents. The Magna Carta influenced other documents such as the U.S. Constitution and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and inspired the development of democratic institutions around the world. Legacy in English law. The Magna Carta laid the foundation for the rule of law in England and established the principle that no individual, not even the monarch, is above the law. Modern reception. The Magna Carta remains a symbol of freedom and justice today, and its principles continue to shape legal and political thought around the world. Influence on other documents. U.S. Constitution. The Magna Carta was a significant influence on the U.S. Constitution and the principles that it espouses, including the rule of law, individual rights, and limited government. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Magna Carta also influenced the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which recognizes the inherent dignity and equal rights of all human beings. Legacy. Influence on English law. The Magna Carta influenced the development of English law and is considered a milestone in the history of law, as it established the principles that everyone, including the king, is subject to the law. Development of constitutional government. The Magna Carta also played a significant role in the development of constitutional government, establishing the principle of limited government and the rights to due process of law. Modern reception. The Magna Carta, an 800-year-old document, continues to be celebrated as a symbol of freedom and democracy. Its modern reception highlights the importance of its principles in contemporary times. Conclusion. Legal and political impact. The Magna Carta of 1215 has had a profound impact on legal and political thought, laying the foundation for many of the legal rights and freedoms we enjoy today. Inspiring a just and equitable society. The legacy of the Magna Carta of 1215 continues to inspire us to strive for a more just and equitable society where all people are treated fairly under the law. Thank you.